Do you want to know which thrillers you should read this year and which ones you could skip? Well, I spent 2024 reading 28 thrillers, and I'm going to share with you the ones I enjoyed and what I didn't enjoy and why. Now, I am usually a fantasy girly and I love romance in my books, but when I need a cleanser, I do thrillers, and I have read thrillers pretty much since I was young. So let's get into it. The top three authors I spent time with this year were Lisa Jewell, Lucy Foley, Ruth Ware, and Frida McFadden. So let's go. The first one was Ruth Ware, the It Girl. This I cannot remember very much about, but I enjoyed it. The audio is good. I think I gave it 3.5 stars. It's definitely worth your time. Another Ruth Ware book I did was 0 Days, and I did not like this book at all. I thought the plot was very odd. It was boring to me, and it just was not my style. And I like Ruth Ware, but this one is a skip for me. Then I did Local Bone Missing, and I loved this. Look, I am constantly trying to figure out what is happening. That is why I read thrillers so fast, and I feel like I have a pretty good way of predicting them because I've read so much in my life. This one I did not see coming, and it went a totally different way from what I expected it to go. I recommend this one. I loved it. I did the audio and read it, so both are great. Then I did First Lie Wins, and I feel like this one is not your typical thriller, but I highly enjoyed this book. Controversy whether people like it or don't like it. I loved it. I think it should be made into a movie or TV show and would do phenomenal. Loved it. I also read two Rachel Hawkins books, and I did not like either of them, and I don't think I will be continuing to read her books. I did Reckless Girls and The Villa. I felt like they were incredibly boring, super short reads, and I don't think I'll be reading this author anymore. I spent some time with Lucy Foley this year, and I read three of her books. I read The Midnight Feast, I read The Guest List, and The Paris Apartment. The Paris Apartment is my personal favorite. I think the audiobook is phenomenal. You can read either, but the audio has multiple narrators for every character, and it was really good. And I did not see it coming, and it got way darker than I thought it was going to be. Now, the Guest List and the Midnight Feast are very similar. Depending on which one you read first, you'll probably prefer that one over the other. I read the Midnight Feast first, so I like that one better. A lot of people like the Guest List and hate the Midnight Feast. I think they just are both on an island and they're very similar plot lines, so it's easy to see where it's going. But however, her books always start out some type of way and then go way darker than I anticipate them to go. This video is already too long. I'm going to make a part 2, possibly a part 3, but I will post them all together.